What's up, guys? I'm back. We're here with a little sit down video because it is quarantine and I can't go outside. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than my usual content. If this is my first video that you're watching, hi, I'm Nesrin. I usually post like dumb vlogs with my friends and then like photography videos because I am a professional photographer. For a couple months now, I have been wanting to address the devacurl situation because that is a brand that I used to work with very frequently. I endorsed them heavily, and now with everything that kind of surfaced like earlier this year in January, I just wanted to take a second to I don't know, tell y'all my thoughts on it. And then I wanted to end this video on a lighter note to show you guys some products that I use all the time, that I really love, and that I have been trying out since stopping using devacurl, and just kind of what's worked for me. And if you have hair similar to me, hopefully they'll work for you too. So a little bit about my relationship with devacurl. I grew up always straightening my hair. Like when you're mixed, I feel like neither of my parents have hair like me, so it was very hard to have this crazy, frizzy, curly, unruly hair when no one could teach me how to do it. So I always just straightened my hair as a kid. I probably fried it from the ages of 12 to about 18. And then when I went to college, I was like, I don't have time to be straightening my hair all the time anymore. I need to just wear it curly. So I was trying out different products here and there. I didn't really find anything I loved until my sister showed me devacurl. And I started using it and I loved it. It was so great. And in 2016, I was still in college, they reached out to me on Instagram and they were like, hey, we'd love to send you some products. And I was so excited. It was one of my first like influencer type brand deals. I was so excited, and they kept sending me product and they were super supportive and like reposted photos of me. And it was really cool. And then they started having influencer trips, brand trips, which if you don't know, it's basically an all expenses paid vacation by a brand. And they're so much fun. And those were some of the first brand trips I ever went on. I probably did 3 or 4 with devacurl. I met some really awesome girls on those trips, girls who were killing it with YouTube and Instagram and running their own businesses. And they taught me so much about my hair and how to take care of it. And it was just such a like supportive atmosphere. And I didn't have a lot of friends with curly hair at the time. And so for me, that was like, oh my God, someone can relate to like my curly hair problems. And if I have a question, these people can answer it for me. So I really just felt like that was like a space where I found my people, you know? So I was having a really great time. But also during these years, probably from 2016 up until 2018, I was plugging devacurl on my social media extremely heavily. I was telling people that's all I used in my hair. I was telling everyone they needed to use devacurl too. I was saying if you have curly hair and you don't use devacurl, like you're insane. And while I definitely believed those statements at the time, like devacurl did work for me and it made my hair look amazing and the way I wanted it to look, and it was totally great. After all of these recent accounts of women posting in Facebook groups saying devacurl no poo has actually made them like have bald spots and like lose their hair, that's concerning. I personally, my opinion is there was probably a formula change there somewhere, and I'll tell you why I think that. But I think whatever they're doing now is like questionable. They keep sending out these emails saying, oh, like we're doing independent research, like, you know, we're looking into it and our products are still completely safe. But I'm not sure. You know, people are going bald. People are reporting having like burn spots on their scalp that look like chemical burns. Like something in those products isn't right, and I think it's definitely more than like one person having an allergic reaction. So why I think there may have been some kind of formula change is when I first started using devacurl, I would use like the whole program. I would use no poo, one condition, and then I would finish it off with super cream and the ultra defining gel. Probably 6 or 7 months into doing that, my scalp started getting really dry and just kind of flaky, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch out no poo for something like Head and Shoulders. So I started using just like Head and Shoulders, like a regular dandruff shampoo, just to get rid of these flakes. And my overall scalp health just improved within like a month, like a couple washes. And I continued to use a shampoo like that for a while, and then I switched to OGX shampoo for a little bit, but I was still using like the conditioner, the styling and the gel. And I think I didn't have any of these adverse effects from devacurl because none of their products I was using were touching my scalp. They were only on like the middle parts of my hair and on the ends because it was only conditioner and styling products. And that's why after reading people's accounts and seeing these videos of people being like, look what this did to my hair, I think I've experienced less damage because I never was using no poo. I used it for like a couple months in 2016 and then I literally haven't touched it since. So I think I definitely got off lucky with that. I also definitely thought at the time when I did use no poo, there was nothing wrong with it. And maybe it's like if you use it for too long, it really irritates your scalp. Or maybe there was a formula change and something in it now is irritating people's scalps. But yeah, at this point of March 2020 or April 2020, I would strongly not recommend you use devacurl no poo. My friend Aisha was actually like one of the women severely impacted by using devacurl every single day, like nonstop for like years and years. And you can watch her video. I will link it down below. It hurt me so badly to see her that distraught about it and like to see her hair looking like that, because I know Aisha from years ago on like our first devacurl trip and her hair was amazing. I thought it was like fake. Like it's so pretty. My friend India also gave her opinion as someone like me who wasn't really feeling those effects of it on their hair, but it's still something we should all be talking about, and I will link her video down below as well. So at first I really thought that I was not affected by my use of devacurl. I kind of heard what was going on and I saw Aisha's video, which was so heartbreaking, but I was like, you know what, I don't know if devacurl really changed my hair at all. And then I remembered something my hairstylist said to me in November. I never get my hair cut. I go maybe once a year, and I would usually fly to New York, or if I had business in New York, I would be there and I would hit up devacurl and they would do my hair for free at the salon. So I'd never had it cut anywhere besides devacurl in like years, probably 6 years. I went to a stylist here in Portland. She's amazing. Her name's Andrea and she works at Gilded Fox Beauty. If any of you guys live in Portland and you're looking for someone who does curly hair. But she made a comment to me and she said, wow, your hair is so fine. And I have never heard that in my life. Like growing up as a kid, even like when I was in college and my hair was fried from having straightened it for years, I would go get my hair cut and they would be like, oh my God, your hair is so thick. Like you have enough hair for 10 people. Like every hairstylist would say that to me. They're like, I've never seen hair like as thick as yours. Like my hair, like strands were just like thick. And she goes, your hair is so fine. I mean, like you have a lot of it, but it's very fine. And I was like, huh? Like she literally said that and I was like, wait, like no one has ever said that to me. And she was like, oh yeah, no, I mean like it's not a bad thing. And I was like, okay. And I kind of wrote it off. But then after seeing Aisha's video, I was like, did devacurl like make my hair thin? I don't know. So, you know, it's, I think, a very individualized experience, whether using devacurl has affected your hair or not, whether that's bald spots or your curl pattern or chemical burns on your scalp or X, Y, and Z. You know, I know for some people it literally has not changed their hair at all and they've seen no side effects, and for other people it has been just so devastating. So I kind of just like wanted to lay it all on the table, tell you guys about my experience with Deva. But now I want to get into the little experiment that I did for this video, and what I currently use in my hair now. To be completely honest, I never only use devacurl products, but they were always a part of my routine, if that makes sense. I never used the shampoo, but I would sometimes use the conditioner, but I would always use the styling cream and the gel. I found that those were two stylers that always worked for me and I really liked them or whatever. So since 2018, I have slowly kind of weaned devacurl out of my hair routine. And that wasn't on purpose at first. It was mostly just because I kept getting sent PR of other curly hair products to try and I wanted to try them. So I used devacurl less and less because I was using other products more. But as I was doing that, I kind of noticed that I liked some of the other products better, or they made my hair look better or feel fuller or thicker or whatever it was I was going for. So devacurl slowly just kind of like left the chat. I would say probably by the end of 2018, I was hardly using it at all anymore. With that being said though, I did have a ton of the minis of the conditioner that they had given me one time. They sent me like an entire box of the minis. And I remember I would always take those on trips because when I was traveling and only taking a carry-on and I didn't want to pack a full-size hair product, I was like, oh, I have this little mini devacurl conditioner, and I don't, you know, shampoo my hair every time I wash it. So I'd usually just take those, rinse it with conditioner, and like be done. So it was not in my regular at-home hair routine, but I was still using products semi-frequently. Eventually though, I did run out of those and I stopped using them, but that was a little bit more recently, probably mid 2019. And so after I saw Aisha's video in January, that's when I really was like, oh my God, I'm so glad I haven't been using devacurl in my like everyday washing. That kind of gets me into the little experiment I did for this video. So after seeing Aisha's video, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do my old devacurl routine one more time and see how my hair looks. I did my old devacurl routine. I used Build Up Buster. I used No Poo, which I really should not have done. I used One Condition Decadence, and then I used Super Cream, and I used the Ultra Defining Gel. So that was 5 devacurl products. I felt fine after my shower, and my hair looked fine when it was wet. I let it air dry. The next morning, this is like disgusting. I almost took photos, but it was so disgusting. I had like scabs on my head. Like my scalp was flaking off in these giant chunks, like large chunks. And it would flake off and the skin underneath was like red and like raw. And I don't know if that was a No Poo, and I don't know if it was the Build Up Buster. I used the most recent bottles they had sent to me. They had sent them like a month or two before Aisha's video, so like probably November, December of 2019. Like my head was a mess. It was a mess. I had it wasn't even dandruff. It was like my scalp was coming off. Yeah, so that's gross. The grossest thing about me, you've heard it here. And that night I went to like have a little wine night and like drink with my friends, and we were all in my friend's apartment, and he was like, oh hey, like let's go downstairs and like grab food from the mini mart. And I was like, for sure, let me just like put on lip gloss. So I went in the bathroom and I went to put on lip gloss, and there were just like flakes, like huge flakes coming off the front of my head. I had just been like sitting there drinking wine. I hadn't even touched it. I hadn't scratched my head, like nothing. It was like uncontrollable. It was so bad. And it was obviously some kind of reaction from devacurl. So after that, after using my devacurl routine one more time, I was like, okay, now what I'm gonna do is use all of my other products and kind of see what works the best in my hair. I needed to fix whatever was going on with my scalp. My hair was also getting very dry after like 2 or 3 days after that wash. I went into my cabinets, pulled them open, pulled out all the PR products I've gotten, pulled out favorites of stuff that I had bought on my own, and I kind of came up with this list of products that really worked for my hair and like products I really like, that are clean, they're Curly Girl approved, they're very minimally invasive. So I'll link every product that I mentioned in this video down below. Please check that out. I'm also going to link a couple that I don't talk about in this video, but that I also use. There are a couple that I didn't put in this just because I didn't have the empty container of product. But yeah, so without further ado, I will show you guys those products. These are all coming straight out of my shower or my own cupboards or whatever, and they're products I've been testing over the last 2 months that I really find to work for my type of hair. So hopefully if you have hair similar to me, some of these will work for you, or they'll help you find a brand that you can go check out some of their other products and see what you like. So starting with shampoos and conditioners that I've been using ever since I stopped using devacurl. The first brand I want to talk about is Emerge. I actually do work with this brand. I have a contract with them, but I was so impressed by these products. They're formulated with almond milk, pecky oil, and other like organic, super simple ingredients. Also, all of these are available at Target starting at $6.99. The next brand I was really impressed with was Arnco. These are Cassette, which is their curl shampoo and conditioner. Absolutely love this line. I think I just wish I also bought their curl cream, but that will definitely be a next purchase. These smell amazing and they make your hair feel so good. I also decided to try their Dallas Biotin Thickening Conditioner when I was checking out on the website. Absolutely love this. So sometimes I use the curl shampoo and the Dallas conditioner just to mix it up a little bit. Next up is the Lavender Mint line from the brand Tea Tree, which is by Paul Mitchell. I really like the co-wash and the conditioner, which is what I pulled out here. They also do have a shampoo, but I don't shampoo my hair that frequently, so I didn't find myself using it too much. But I absolutely love this line. It's formulated with tea tree oil and lavender oil, and I feel like that just makes your scalp feel so good and like calm, and I don't know. It works really well. These are especially formulated for curly hair. So again, all clean ingredients, no sulfates, parabens, silicones. Highly recommend these. Last but absolutely not least is the Maui Moisture Curl Quench Coconut Oil Collection. I love these products. I was so impressed with Maui Moisture. They sent me probably like 6 different shampoos and conditioners to try. I absolutely love them all, but I would definitely recommend people this one if you have thicker curly hair like myself. It's formulated with coconut oil, so it's super hydrating and moisturizing. I also really love Maui Moisture's coconut milk line, which comes in the blue bottles. Those also were so good. Highly recommend. And then these last two are 2 individual conditioners that I really like. One is the Kerastase Fondant Fluid de Liste, which is really good. I feel like I like the way my hair looks with this conditioner. I don't love the scent as much as some of the other ones, but I mean, that's not like a huge deal. And then Unwash, their Bio Cleansing Conditioner, which is one of their only hair products that isn't a dry cleanser. But yeah, I was super impressed with that. I feel like it's the perfect conditioner for my type of hair. No complaints here. So I know a lot of people are big fans of hair masks and leave-ins, which I actually don't do that frequently just because I always am like, I don't have time. But if you are a big fan of them, these are some that I've been using lately. We have the Verb Leave-In Mist and the Not Your Mother's Raw Honey and Desert Melon leave-in conditioner, which are absolutely amazing. Then I also really like the leave-in from Emerge and also their Back to Life hair mask. I feel like these are really hydrating, but also not super heavy and don't weigh your hair down that much. And then this Lenore Grail one on the end, I really liked it. I think it was a little thick for my hair, like it was a bit heavy for my hair. But if you do have thicker hair than me, you would definitely love this. It's super hydrating and it smells so good. So I think one of the hardest things for me to adjust to when dropping my devacurl routine was finding a styler that worked for me, because Super Cream and like the gel were everything to me. So these are the ones that I've been using lately that I really like. We have the Ouidad Advanced Climate Control Styling Cream, which I really like, especially when I'm traveling somewhere humid. I feel like that fights humidity really well. Then I've been using Saints and Sinners Medusa occasionally. The thing with Saints and Sinners Medusa is I feel like it doesn't mix very well with gels. So I'm always careful with that. I use it when I'm just looking to do a styling cream and not combining it with a gel. Then from Emerge, we have the My Everything Buttercream, which is over on the left, and then the Style Goals Gel, which is in the middle. Absolutely love these. They work amazing together, and they're great for that perfect, like, everyday hold that I feel like most curly girls need after a wash and go. I also really love the Way Texturizing Spray. I only have the mini version right here because I got a couple minis of it, and I've just been going through those, but I'm definitely going to get the full-size product. And then finally, the Garnier Fructis Curl Treat Jelly. I definitely like for a gel hold. I didn't love everything else from that line, but the jelly kind of slaps. So these are some other products that I use in between washes that I absolutely love. The Unwashed Volumizing Foam Cleanser is amazing, especially for people who don't like dry shampoo. Highly recommend. Next, the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo. I can't get over this smell. It smells so good. I also use the Dallas Thickening Spray after every time I like wash and style my hair. I spray a little bit in while it's damp and I let that dry. It makes my hair so much fuller and it looks amazing. And then the Curl Refresh Foam from the Lavender Mint Tea Tree line, also absolutely amazing, especially if you don't like a dry shampoo but you need a curl refresh. So also, if you were wondering what I've been using to kind of take care of my scalp and the overall like health of my hair after that latest little devacurl disaster, these would be those products. So on the right, we have the Christopher Mass Scalp Scrub, which I cannot rave enough about. It is so amazing. It makes your hair feel literally squeaky clean. Like my hair literally will squeak. As you can tell, it's extremely used because it's almost empty and I need to buy a new one. The only thing about this product is it's a little on the spendy side, but it's definitely worth it. I've also been using the Olaplex Hair Perfector, the number 3, to repair and strengthen. I've also been using the Briogeo Scalp Revival treatment mixed with castor oil and CBD oil, which are those 2 things next to it. And I put that on my scalp every time I wash it, right before I style my hair. And I feel like that's made a huge difference in my scalp health. And then the last thing over on the left is the Lavender Mint Overnight Treatment from Tea Tree. Absolutely love that. I feel like it just makes my hair last a little longer and keeps my scalp from drying out. So if you've stuck around this long in the video, thank you so much. I hope some of this information was helpful. I hope you try some of these products and find one that you love. And I hope all of you guys are just being mindful of the ingredients and the products that you're putting on your skin and your scalp and into your body, because it is important. And if you are feeling like something is not working for you, or you're having like a slight allergic reaction, I would stop using that product immediately. So all my recommendations will be linked down below. You can also find the links to my Instagram and my Twitter. Follow me, let me know if you try any of these and if you love them, if you hate them, whatever, tell me. And thank you guys for watching.